Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Chewy. Got another easy one for you today. How about country fried steak with country gravy? You guys got to check this stuff out. Super easy to make, minimal ingredients. So meet me at the cutting board. We're going to throw this together. You're going to dig this one, I promise. All right, this is everything we're going to need to make this country fried steak and gravy. Right here I got about 3 pounds of cube steak. You know it's already been cubed up and pounded out. I've got about 1.5 cups of some all-purpose flour. Now to season, I'm going to use that for my breading, and to season that, I've got a real heavy teaspoon of some garlic powder. I got about 1/2 teaspoon of some ground oregano, about 1 teaspoon of some rosemary that's ground up. I got about 1/2 teaspoon of some white pepper, and I got 1/2 teaspoon of some ground pepper, about 1 teaspoon of some paprika, and about 1 teaspoon of salt. Gonna use a little bit of oil. I got here 4 eggs that I beat up real good, and 4 cups of whole milk, and about 4 tablespoons of butter. That's all we need to make this country fried steak, so let's get this thrown together. All right, now to get this going, all I'm going to do is take all my spices. I'm going to get it mixed in real good with this flour. Once you feel like you got this mixed in good, bring it to the next step. All right, got my spices all mixed in good. It's a good thing that was empty. Got all my spices mixed in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cube steaks here. I'm going to give them a light dredging in the flour. And we're going to go give them a nice little bath in the egg here. Then we're going to go back to the flour. Make sure you get good even coating on these. Shake off all the excess. Then we're going to go over here and put these on this wire rack. We're going to let them sit for about 15 minutes. Give that coating a good chance to glue itself onto the meat. So I'm going to get these breaded up, and when we're done, we'll bring it right back. Okay, I got my steaks all breaded up. I put them on a rack. Now I'm going to let them sit for the next 15 minutes. That gives us enough time to clean up this mess. Don't forget to save your flour though. So we're going to clean up this mess. We're going to get our oil in our pan ready. By that time, these steaks should be ready to go. So we'll bring you right back. All right, now that my steaks have been sitting for 15 minutes, you can tell the flour has pretty well glued itself onto the meat. What I'm going to do here is I got a pan. I got my heat set to about a medium high. I'm going to put just enough oil, just enough to cover the bottom. Because we're not really deep frying these. We'll just wait for that to come up to temp. Okay, once our oil is up to temp, what we'll do is we'll take one of our steaks, just gonna put it in there. Don't want to overcrowd them, so I could probably get about 3 into this pan. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna let those cook for the next 3 to 4 minutes. We'll flip them over. Cook the other side 3 to 4 minutes until they're nice and golden brown. All right, it's been about 2 minutes for this first side. Let's give them a flip, see how we're looking. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Starting to look all nice and crispy. Feel it on the bottom. Oh yeah. We'll just let these go for another 3 to 4 minutes. Almost there. All right, when you pull these out, make sure you kind of drain off a little excess oil. And we're just going to put them right back on that wire rack. Started them on. Then we're going to pop that rack in about a 220 degree oven just to keep them warm. So when we get these fried up, we'll bring it back. Okay, now that my steaks are all cooked, I got them warming up in the oven. Keep it nice and toasty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make that wonderful country gravy. Start off with my 4 tablespoons of butter. Just want to go ahead and let that melt down. You don't want to brown your butter, but while you're doing this, you kind of want to scrape the bottom of the pan, get all those good little crusties off the bottom. So that's all just extra flavor. Now once our butter's melted down, we're going to take about 6 tablespoons of our leftover seasoned flour. Just kind of sprinkle it around through there. And maybe one more, make that gravy a little extra thick. We're just going to get this mixed around and turned into a bit of a roux. Just want to make sure all that flour gets nice and coated. Actually, just going to add the rest of my flour. I'm going to make my gravy a little extra thick tonight. Okay, once we got our roux going, we're just going to start splashing in our milk a little bit at a time. Just keep whisking until it gets nice and smooth. And once you get about half of your milk in, once that gets pretty well mixed in and incorporated, we just dump the rest of the milk right on in. Alright, sorry about that, folks. My battery died. Anyway, I got about half of my milk in here. It's starting to get nice and smooth, so I put the rest of the milk in. Now we just keep whisking till this comes up to a little bit of a simmer. Now while we're waiting for this to heat up, we're just going to give it just a dash of some cayenne. Some pepper. A little bit of garlic powder. Now we just get all that mixed up. Wait for it to get up to thickness. Alright, our gravy's starting to get nice and thick. Wait till your gravy's done. Give it a little stir. Take a spoon, swipe your finger across the back. If it stays clean like that, it's ready. So let's get this stuff thrown together. Alright, got my chicken fried steak all plated up, right next to some mashed potatoes and a little bit of green beans. Take a nice spoonful of that gravy, put it right on top of that thing there. A little bit more for the mashed potatoes. Check that out. Comfort food at its finest. Let's go give it a taste test. All right, let's give this country fried steak and gravy a try. Give me a nice piece of that steak cut off. A little extra gravy on there. Look at that. Oh, doesn't that look tasty? Oh, wow, guys. The seasoning in this breading is amazing. Meat's nice and tender. You can cut it with a fork. Gravy, super creamy. Got that nice pepper kick. This stuff's great, guys. You guys definitely got to make it. Don't forget, you like what you see? Give me that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. I'm answering most of them. And always remember, never trust a skinny cook.